Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon bringing you guys a fun little reading today. And so I did this last year and it was definitely a hit, so I wanted to do it again. So I've taken my Twin Flame Oracle cards and I have pulled out the Twin Flame Soulmate, Karmic Partner, and Tribe cards. So this Twin Flame energy here, we're going to be focusing on somebody that you feel you have a Twin Flame connection with. Maybe you're not sure. Maybe through that category, you'll kind of feel like, hey, you know what, this is the type of a connection that I'm having. Soulmate, same thing. Karmic Partner, maybe some of you can have a Karmic Partner energy with anyone. And then we also have Tribe. So your tribe is going to be your soul family, your actual family, your friends, co-workers, things like that. So we're just going to see what comes through. We're going to bring forth some light. We're also going to bring forth some shadows. So it could really go either way. Whoever needs a message today, hopefully this will come through for you. I will put the timestamps in the description box below. You guys can watch all of the categories because all of the categories may apply to your life. And some of you may just be here to get the Twin Flame messages, which is totally fine as well. So again, the timestamps will be in the description box below. And as far as all the decks that I'm using here today, I'm actually only using 5. And none of the decks that I'm using besides these 4 cards are mine. The reason that I'm saying that is because I am going to be featuring today a very special deck. It is from Anthea Spark. I had the pleasure of actually meeting her in person at the Permission to Be Powerful event here in Phoenix in March. And so she went ahead and created this deck. It is called Reclaim Your Power Oracle Cards. It's a very cool deck, and I just wanted to use it today. I just wanted to stick to just one main deck, and so this is the one that I've chosen. But it has very, very beautiful images on it, and you guys will get to see me use it. And, you know, if you guys are interested in ordering this, I will put that in the description box below as how you guys can get your hands on this beautiful deck. So we're also going to be using a crowd favorite, which is called the Therapy Flashcards. You guys can get this on Amazon. It's a very neat deck. We're also going to be using the Power of Surrender cards, also on Amazon. The Angel Tarot cards by Radleigh Valentine, also on Amazon. And this is another favorite, okay? This particular deck is called Talk to Me Like I'm Someone You Love Therapy Flashcards. You can also get these on Amazon. When I used these a while back, people fell in love with this deck. And when I created my own, you know, just kind of like my own interpretation of what I wanted to say, that's how my messages 1 and 2 were actually born, is because I had this deck first and I thought, oh my gosh, I want to make Twin Flame messages. And so this is, you know, pretty much something that inspired me. So I just felt like using other people's decks here today. So anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. The very first thing that we're going to focus on, you guys, is Twin Flame. So I'm just going to put these all up here. Okay, so we're going to focus on Twin Flame first. So if you guys are interested in this message, we're going to focus there. I'm going to take these away. Okay, so if you guys have come here for the Twin Flame portion of this reading, let's go ahead and get some messages. Let's see what Spirit wants to say in regards to your Twin Flame connection. This deck right here is the Reclaim Your Power Oracle cards from Anthea Spark. Okay. Ooh, look at that. We have confirmation here. Twin Flame. So if you're watching this particular category, this is a confirmation that you have had a Twin Flame awakening through this person that you might be watching this video for. That's beautiful. So Twin Flame awakening. You are meant to have an awakening connected to this individual. You're meant to be on this journey. That's what we have. We also have change in consciousness, the moon. So this is definitely something that kind of, you know, brings you into the moon's energy. It shifts your consciousness. It brings you into a whole new awareness in life. So if some of you are wondering, I don't understand why I have this connection, I don't understand why I'm experiencing these things. You're meant to be experiencing this. It is a part of your ascension process. It's a part of your awakening. It's a part of your change in consciousness. The moon can sometimes bring an energy of shadow and darkness, but it's through our shadows that we're actually going to come out into the light. So this is also meant for you. If you've had a difficult time on a Twin Flame journey, or you've had a difficult time with your Twin Flame, your connection, This is not supposed to be an easy process. It's supposed to help you to, navigate through the darkness and to come out into the light. And we have the Magician, exactly, to master yourself in some sort of way. It's for you. It's a gift for you. I always really want people to understand this, that the twin flame journey is a gift. Even if you're having difficulty, even if you and your twin flame don't come into union, it is still a gift. It is a gift to experience unconditional love and forgiveness. It's a gift to be able to go through all of these emotions and all of your darkness and face it and clear it. It's such a wonderful, wonderful gift, the twin flame journey. I really am just such a, I know this is going to sound funny, a huge fan of the twin flame journey. It's the only spiritual path that I have come across in my going on 44 years this November, you guys, that has really resonated with my being down to the core. So I got to tell you, if you're watching this video, no matter what kind of experiences that you've had on your twin flame journey, you're meant to master something within yourself through this connection. The Magician is all about manifestation. It's about getting certain tools on this journey that you can use and utilize throughout your life. So everything that you learn here, everything that you learn through this connection, you're going to be using it to aid you through life. It's only giving you more gifts for your future. It's fantastic. So let's go ahead now, and we're going to pull away those cards, and we're going to go into another card deck. So let's take a look at the challenge. Okay, what is the biggest challenge that has come up for you and your twin flame connection? This could be a behavior that is triggered within you. This could be a behavior that's triggered within them. This could be something that needs to be mastered in this connection. Let's go ahead and take a look. Oh, we have delusion. The moon is all about delusions and illusions. So it's very, very interesting that it's here. I'm going to go ahead and read it to you guys, okay? It says, a persistent false psychotic belief regarding the self or persons or objects outside the self that is maintained despite indisputable evidence to the contrary. Wow. So this is the deal, you guys. Twin flame connection is one of the most challenging, I'll say, type of connections that you can have, because it really is going to push the limits of your perception. A lot of the times you're going to feel absolutely deluded, as in, have I just made this up? Is this something that's just in my head? Is this just some sort of fantasy that I've created for myself just to, I don't know, make something more livable, to make the pain that I've gone through, to make everything that I have, experienced matter? Am I just deluding myself? You're meant to be deluded. You're meant to go through this. This delusion, and I'm not saying it's a delusion, but this feeling of feeling like you are deluded, feeling like you're freaking psychotic, is what is going to bring this level of change in consciousness. This is a part of you mastering energies here. Now, some of you might feel, a certain way on your twin flame journey, just to find out that, hey, you know what? This energy here, maybe I was either wrong or maybe I was thinking of it in a different way that isn't healthy for me. So with this change of consciousness, you master something within yourself and you actually become stronger through this connection with this individual. On this journey, you become stronger. You cut through any delusions or any belief systems that aren't serving you. So it really is up to the person. Why does it seem like the camera is lopsided, you guys? I am so sorry about this. Let me fix this. It's really bothering me. I have no idea why it seems like it's just sideways. All right, it probably didn't bother you guys, but it was bothering me. Okay, so we have to master our thoughts. We have to master our emotions. We have to master, again, some delusions or belief systems that we're kind of stuck on or telling ourselves. So you're meant to master this, whatever this is. Some of you might feel crazy on this twin flame journey, or crazy for feeling a certain way. So you're going to be fine-tuning this. You're going to have to shift your consciousness. You're going to have to change something. The way that you're looking at maybe the twin flame journey, or your twin flame, or what you think it is, or what you think it has to be. You're going to be pushed in order to master yourself through this twin flame journey. So sometimes people come onto the twin flame journey thinking that it's something that it's actually not, thinking that it means something that it actually doesn't. So some of us survive it. Some of us are on the twin flame journey and we learn to master it by mastering ourselves. And some people completely give their power over to their twin flame, and that is when they swim in the state of delusion. So then they become lost, and they become lost on the dark side of the moon. Then they think it's crap. Then they think it's unfair. They feel like victims. They blame their twin flame. They blame this other person for their issues and problems in life. That is the dark side of the moon. That's the dark side of twin flame journeys. But what I'm getting here is that if you guys are experiencing some sort of darkness and confusion right now, you're meant to master this. You're meant to get to the light, to the other side. That's what you're here for. That's why you're experiencing this. You're here to master yourself. Number one, which is you. It doesn't mean that your twin flame journey isn't about your twin flame as well, and about coming together perhaps and doing something great. But until you master yourself, you're not going to be able to do a damn thing with your twin flame. So this just means that if you're on this journey solely to just be with this person, and union is all you're focused on, I feel like what Spirit is telling you here with this delusion card is you're just deluding yourself. You've got to change your consciousness. You've got to pull yourself out of this energy of being focused and hyper-focused on just one aspect of the twin flame journey. So the magician is here to remind you, you're here to master number one, and that's you. And once you do it, then maybe after that, something amazing happens with your twin flame. Perhaps, okay? So let's just see what Spirit is bringing forth as far as kinds of like energies between you and your twin flame. So this is what is this called here? Talk to me like I'm someone you love, Oracle cards. What is some energies of thoughts? I feel like a total and complete idiot. Now, of course, this could be your energy. I feel like a total and complete idiot for feeling this way, for trusting this person, for being, feeling like I'm deluded or whatever the situation is. I feel like a complete and total idiot. This could also be your twin flame as well. It says, unless your partner is from some yet undiscovered planet, this card is virtually foolproof if you want to melt their heart after you've said or done something insensitive, hapless, insane, or completely idiotic. So do you see this here? This is talking about somebody that has done something where they feel like it's completely irreparable. They've done something so, let's just say, terrible or tragic, where they feel like they just can't even make things right. They've been completely insensitive, maybe even insane and completely idiotic. So this is the deal. This right here is saying that if somebody has done something to where they feel like it's irreparable, this might be something that's in the way. It's in the way of somebody feeling like they can make a wrong right. Or maybe you feel like you've done so much or too much to where this is absolutely irreparable. But this is a foolproof card. It says unless you or maybe your partner is from some other planet, this is virtually foolproof. If you want to melt someone's heart, this is about coming forth with your truth and apologizing. But I really, really feel like this is probably your partner's energy. They may have done something here. They may have done something here to act like a complete idiot, and they might feel completely hopeless on being able to apologize to you. So I feel like that might be something that's holding this connection up if there is some sort of challenge here. But it could be your own energy, your own psychosis over feeling insecure or feeling dumb about maybe some kind of move you made, or doing something, saying something, kind of like beating yourself up over something you did or said. And it's like, there's only so much time that you can waste on that kind of energy before it's like, enough is enough. It's time to stop beating yourself up. It's time to forgive yourself. It's time to melt that away. It's time to shift your consciousness. So for whatever reason, this card wants to come through as an energy for the twin flame connection. Let's see what Spirit is suggesting that we surrender or surrender to. What do we surrender or surrender to on with this twin flame or twin flame journey? We need to surrender obsessive thinking. So again, there might be some sort of a belief system that has just now become obsessive at this point that we need to surrender it. If you're obsessing about a person or a situation, you need to turn the dilemma over to Spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So I do really feel, just because this delusion card is here, it's the only reason that I'm saying it. Some of us are here to master ourselves through this connection, but some of us are very, very focused on this twin flame to the point of obsessive thinking. We're just obsessed at this point with this connection, with this person. We have to have it. We're going to die without it. And that is not what a twin flame journey is all about. It is about, first and foremost, mastering yourself. So if you're not working on yourself and you're not doing the work, and you're thinking that it's just about union, coming together with this person, there's some sort of an energy that needs to be shifted here. There needs to be a change in consciousness. There is some sort of an aspect where we're on the dark side of the moon right now, and we need to come out into the clarity of the light. So, but yeah, you've awakened. You're on your journey, and now the work begins. Okay? Some of you may have already mastered this. So give yourself a pat on the back, because this was tough. It was tough. So let's go ahead and end up this reading with one final message from Spirit, from your angels, on everything here. What is a message that your angels have for you about your twin flame or twin flame journey? Oh yeah, this is the card of, it's been tough. This is the 9 of Wands energy, the perseverance card. I mean, it can't get any tougher than this. You have been beat down. This particular card, unfortunately, doesn't really showcase the traditional and Rider-Waite tarot 9 of Wands. That's the only card where this guy is just like completely beat up. Okay, so let's read it. Don't give up. Look at that. Don't give up. Don't let this situation, don't let it hold you down. Okay, it's not saying, hold on, keep obsessing about someone or a situation, that might not be good for you. It's not saying that, but don't give up on yourself. Don't allow maybe this experience or this person to take you off of your journey. I hear it all the time. Somebody felt like someone was a twin flame, right? Just to maybe discover that either that person isn't feeling the same, maybe they were wrong, whatever the situation is. And so they step off the twin flame journey, like the twin flame journey and the whole concept is a failure. And that's not the case. The way you were thinking about it, perhaps, or the way that you were attached to a specific outcome, that's what's failed, not the twin flame journey. So it's saying, don't give up. Protect that which you've created. Have courage and believe in yourself. Again, yourself. It all stems to mastering yourself. So if you're obsessed over a specific person, you're obsessed with, needing to have this twin flame connection come into some sort of a union or have this be like a romantic partner right now. What Spirit is saying is that you've got to get out of this delusion of this darkness of the moon and really focus and master yourself. You have come onto this journey for a reason, and now it's time to do something great with it. Now it's time to do something amazing with your life. So some of you might have really been hoping for a twin flame messages, and we're coming back into union, but do you see how it did not turn out like that at all? It was a very, very much a message in, you need to be empowering yourself on your twin flame journey, because if you're not, this right here, it may try to take you down, but you're meant to fight. You're meant to believe in yourself. You can do it. You can get through this darkness. You can get through these delusions. You can get through the dark side of the moon. You can come through into the light. You can do it. But there's some things that are standing in your way, and you've just got to shift your consciousness. That's what you got to do. But everything is happening to you exactly as it's supposed to. So I do hope that you guys enjoyed the twin flame messages. So now we're going to shift on into soulmate. Okay, so if you guys chose the portion of soulmates, let's go ahead and get into the messages. This deck is called Reclaim Your Power by Anthea Spark. What is the messages on our soulmate connection? Okay, so we have the 12th mirror, smoke. Like smoke and mirrors, secrets and illusions. That's very interesting. We also have the Empress, nurturing. And we have the Knight of Control, toxic ties. So what's really interesting, you guys, is that, you know, soulmates can be karmic soulmates. So soulmate, whenever you hear that type of label, it doesn't always indicate, you know, a fairy tale happily ever after, you know, an amazing connection. So I'm picking up on karmic soulmate here. Somebody that you are meant to come together with. And a soulmate does not have to be romantic, by the way. It can literally be anyone. But, you know, just like I said, take it as it resonates with you. I do have a feminine energy here, though, the Empress's energy. Now, for me, when I see this particular card, because this woman has her hands on her tummy, it could be that there is a toxic tie that you have with a particular soulmate. And you came together, you had children, but this is the tie. And now it has become to a point where it is just so toxic in your life, but maybe you're staying together for children. I also want to say you guys could be watching this video for someone else's connections. I didn't even say that in the very beginning. So maybe this is describing somebody else's relationship and you're wanting to know about it. Maybe someone else is with someone just for the kids or for this toxic tie here. This toxic tie could have something to do, you know, with children or marriage. Not for everybody. But secrets and illusions. There's smoke and mirrors here. There's smoke and mirrors in this connection. So this is just an indication here that this might not be as healthy as we think it is. And it might not be as healthy as maybe you think it is. Maybe you're looking at somebody else and you're thinking to themselves or thinking to yourself that they have the perfect relationship, and maybe this is an indication that they don't. All I know is that there's some karma here. There's also some secrets. We have nurturing. I feel like this is a feminine energy that is afraid to cut ties with a soulmate. That's what I'm seeing here. This feminine is afraid to cut ties with a soulmate. There's a lot of secrets that she holds to herself. There's a lot of things that she has to get through. She has a lot of illusions to break through. So this could be somebody who is in an actual, you know, karmic soulmate marriage or tie that has a twin flame, perhaps. And so a lot of those, if you guys haven't seen the twin flame portion, you might want to go to the twin flame portion, because there was some messages in regards to the moon's energy, which is about getting through illusions and delusions. So the thing is, there's some kind of a connection here that needs to be broken. That's what I'm seeing here. It needs to be broken. And the thing is, you feel this connection with this individual. It feels possibly safe to you. It feels like you can't let it go. It feels like you can't leave because you have these ties together. But we have Knight of Control, which is what this card says. Knight of Control. This is somebody who is got some sort of control in their hands. You've given them the control. You've given up your power to this karmic soulmate, this tie. This could even be past life energy here. Wow. I had no idea that it was going to come through like this, but damn, I mean, that is very specific. It's not positive. All right, let's go ahead and get another card here. So we just have a very controlling partner, somebody who has control over us. It's just an illusion, though, is what Spirit's saying. It's just an illusion. You believe it, but it's not true. It's not the case. Yeah, see, look, we have trauma. I mean, for some of you, this could be just an extremely toxic relationship where there's just a lot of trauma. It could be that you've experienced a lot of trauma together, and this is the toxic tie, trauma. You guys have both been through traumatic events. Maybe you guys have both been, and this is just an example, maybe you guys have both had a past that's very similar. Maybe you guys both had similar struggles, addictions, things like that. This is the tie here. That's the tie. So trauma, it says, an intense, formative, unpleasant life event so powerful that an individual cannot adequately respond to or process it, marked by upheaval and lasting impact on psychological organization. This to me as well as past life. So there's some sort of trauma that you and this person experienced in a past life, so you guys come together in this life to clear it. But there's this need, there's this dependency on this connection. You don't understand why you feel this. And it's because whatever needs to be broken, whatever needs to be worked upon, whatever needs to be cleared is still not being worked out. So until you figure out what this is, there is some sort of a secret to this though. There's like a secret, a key to getting out of this situation. But there is something about self-care here, nurturing. I feel like some trauma may be connected to mommy issues. Maybe we were not nurtured as children. It could be father as well, but parenting is what I am going to say. Maybe it really stems from childhood trauma. Oh, there's some sort of a trauma here from perhaps childhood. We were not nurtured as children, and so people become abusers perhaps. People become this way. It's not to blame anyone. It's just some kind of situation here. So let's get some energy. Let's get some words here. What do we got here? What are some thoughts and some words on this situation? I don't need you to see this exactly as I do, but I do need you to hear where I'm coming from. So this is like two people that are arguing that can't see eye to eye. They can't see where someone else is coming from. But I do just need you to hear me out. So there's like some sort of miscommunication here. Somebody that doesn't want to listen. Somebody that just might feel like, you know what, I can't even explain it to you because you're just not even going to listen. You're incapable of even understanding me at this point. Oops. So let me just take a look at the back. It says two good situations in which to use this card. It says, you sense that your partner isn't hearing you. Perhaps out of fear that they will have to say or do something that they don't want to say or do. It says you are ready to admit that lately you have stopped at nothing to get your partner to see things your way. So this is about people that are going to extremes to have their partner hear them, to see things a certain way. This can become very, very toxic. So there is definitely some sort of a need for people to see that this is just an illusion, that you're trapped, that the tie that binds you is trauma, and that's just, it's not healthy, is what Spirit is saying. It's just not healthy. So let's see what we need to surrender or surrender to. We need to surrender frustration. So the thing is that sometimes a situation just becomes so frustrating, that we just can't even deal. So it says frustration isn't going to open any doors here. It's not. It says the key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so that you may approach the situation more calmly. So what I'm picking up from this is that you've got two people that are in such an unhealthy dynamic that all people are really doing is just reacting to the other person's reactions at this point. There really isn't any kind of resolution that's even happening. Maybe it's possible, maybe it's not, but our frustration isn't helping the situation. Our reacting is not helping the situation. So Spirit is saying that we've got to surrender by just taking a deep breath and not reacting out of this frustrating energy. It's not helping the situation. So this was a pretty dark one, you guys. So let's go ahead and get a final message from Spirit on this. Some advice, and that's the one that wants to pop out, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. This is a very interesting card to get with all the stuff that we just brought through. The Ten of Earth is a card about a happy family life, okay? This is about financial security. This right here is about the long haul. It may be that this is what some of us want. We want that with this partner. But until this toxic energy is cleared, until we start to address it, this right here, this is going to evade us. This is also an energy that's basically saying here that if we don't make a commitment to work on this and fix this, it might be that we need to cut ties with the situation so that way we can go and find this within perhaps ourselves or another situation. This may not be the right connection for us to have our happily ever after with. We want it maybe so badly. We want to make it happen. But yet there's so much stuff here that it makes it almost virtually impossible to experience it until we really go through some major, major reconstruction. So we have some sort of an illusion here. You know, again, are we deluding ourselves? Not sure. I want to get one last piece of advice. What is Spirit telling you here in regards to this happily ever after? Well, we got 2 messages, so we'll take them. Yeah, this is the deal. This is what I felt too, okay? This situation right here, we want it so badly. We want to make it happen. So I'm going to read to you what it says. 5 of Earth is a card here. There's fears. There's fears surrounding your possessions. There's fears surrounding, I need to have these 4 walls around me. I can't let go. I can't leave my home. I don't want to be homeless. So there's some sort of a dependency here that somebody has in the material world. I don't want to lose my life. I don't want to lose this situation. I don't want to, change my situation with my kids. I just don't want this to change. Totally understand. It's a valid fear, but this is the advice. An illusion. See that? Illusion. An illusion of being trapped. This is just a lack of your own self-confidence. You're afraid to take action. You know what action you need to take. And the action that I'm seeing is you need to cut ties with this particular individual. That might be very difficult for some of you guys to hear this, but you maybe just be at this point where you're just so frustrated. You're frustrated because somebody may not be able to change. You might be frustrated because somebody keeps telling you it's going to get better, but it never does. This is also an indication that, you know what? It's about time to have that talk. Things need to change or else. Maybe some of us are even afraid to take that step because we're afraid that this person isn't going to want it, so we don't want to hear it, so we do nothing. So this was a really heavy one, you guys, but what I am leaving you with is that it is really just all in your headspace. Not that these problems are in your head, but that you're trapped and that you can't leave and that you can't be happy without this person. That you can't move forward, that you can't take action. You're just afraid. It's just fear here that's holding you back. This is possible for you, but it's not possible unless you and this person start working on this, or you cut ties with this person completely and focus on something new for yourself. All right. So this might just, so we did the twin flame. The twin flame reading is what we started off with, which was really not even about the connection. It was based more upon the twin flame journey and how someone arrived on the twin flame journey and what they are facing on their twin flame journey. This might depict the kind of person, for some of you, not all of you, maybe this is a person that you feel is your twin flame. So there might be something here for you that says, hey, you know what? Maybe I've got all my hopes and dreams pent up on this person. But maybe this is a time to step away from this connection, take a breather. Maybe this isn't what I thought it was. All of that. So sometimes we come onto a journey just to discover that the person that we thought was something actually was just a lesson. Blessing, but a lesson. Okay? So, all right, you guys. So let's go ahead and move on into the Karmic Partner portion. Okay, so if you guys chose Karmic Partner, let's go ahead and get some messages. This right here is the Reclaim Your Power Oracle cards by Anthea Spark. What do we need to know about this Karmic Partner situation? Okay, so we have the Tower's energy, which talks about conflict and competition. We have the first mirror, I see me, direct reflection. Wow, this right here is This karmic partner is meant to hold a mirror up to you and put you into some sort of conflict. And the reason why is because there's something in this karmic partner that you either have distaste for or don't like, and it has something to do with an unresolved issue within yourself. For you to grow. Knight of Success. So that way you can expand and grow. So this, again, this is a blessing. This is a lesson that's a blessing. This karmic partner, a lot of people will compare things, so twin flames, the best connections, soulmates, and then karmic partners suck. Karmic partners are very necessary in life in order to push us to grow. But it's the same thing with soulmates and twin flames. It's all, it's a soul connection. So yeah, this is exactly telling you here that this is a tower moment, as in maybe this person comes into your life and it's just like, whoa, the energy is intense. It's just like, bam. You feel this major conflict within yourself. You feel like your world has just come crashing down. This person may surprise you, hurt you in a way where it just really pushes that mirror up to your face and makes you face your ugly, makes you face your darkness. You might even hate this person over this situation, whatever has happened. But something is occurring in order to help you to expand and grow. It's a painful lesson, but it's so necessary is what I'm getting here. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the energies, or maybe the trigger that comes through with this energy here. Oh, coping mechanism. Wow. Okay. What I'm getting from this is a pattern. Coping mechanism is a pattern. So let's read it. It says, learned techniques, again, pattern, which enable the individual to navigate emotionally stressful situations and maintain internal consistency while adjusting to a particular environment. So this is a survival technique, a coping mechanism. This is walls that we build up in order to protect ourselves from things that are difficult, things that might be painful. So what's happening here is that somebody is trying to tear down your wall. Somebody is really forcing you at this time to deal with something and not go into your normal coping mechanism. It's time for you to stop doing the same thing over and over and over again. This coping mechanism, you've outgrown it. It's no longer assisting you in a positive way. If anything, it's keeping you stuck. So this karmic partner comes into your life and basically turns your world upside down, pushes you to this point, this major it says conflict and completion, as in we are meant to complete this cycle once and for all. So this is like a heavy duty, major energy that comes through with this karmic partner. This is somebody that pushes you to frickin' grow, and it's uncomfortable. But what it does is it makes you look at yourself and go, you know what? I could do things. I could react to this like I normally do. Or I can stop this insanity once and for all and approach it differently and not do the same thing, not put up my wall, not go about things like I normally do because it's getting me nowhere. This is obviously continuously coming up over and over in my life as a theme for a reason. Let me go ahead and complete this today. That's what this person does for you. Interesting. All right, let's go ahead and see what kind of words are attached to this. Please, can you forgive me? So yeah, I mean, this partner may do something really, really ugly, really, really tough. They might beg for your forgiveness and you may say, hell no. I'm not forgiving you. I can't forgive you. I'm putting up my wall. And I'm not saying for some of you that that's not something that you need to do. Maybe this person is helping you to develop coping mechanisms and finally putting up boundaries and saying, hell no. That could be it too. All I know is that this person is definitely pushing you to a point to where you are going to really examine yourself and you're going to learn something very significant about you and how you operate as a human being. Is it working for you or is it not working for you? This person makes you think. It says the key variable to consider when contemplating the use of this card is not that your partner seems unwilling to let a crime you committed go. It's that your partner won't let it go, and your remorse is so sincere that you truly believe you deserve their forgiveness. No cheating. I don't know why that says cheating. This person may have cheated on you. They may have cheated you out of money. This could even be friendship where you feel freaking cheated. You didn't get out of it what you put in. So the deal is somebody feels like you should forgive them, or maybe you feel like they should forgive me. because I truly and honestly am sorry for what I did. But somebody's like, it ain't happening. Again, I'm not here to say that people deserve 100% forgiveness, but this is that saying, and I know I'm going to screw it up again. It says, drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. Is it worth it? So it's about forgiving the situation so you don't have to carry around the darkness of unforgiveness any longer. This coping mechanism, perhaps, of maybe just never forgiving anybody that does just all these things wrong, or, just whatever this is, whatever this trigger is for you, whatever this pain is, whatever keeps happening continuously over and over again. Maybe we're just so used to cutting everyone out of our lives, but it just keeps happening. Why does it keep happening over and over again? Why is this always happening to me? Right, when you find yourself saying that, you know that there is a lesson at hand. You know that Spirit is pushing you to hold up that mirror and look at that direct reflection of yourself and say, what can I do to change this situation? I am the common denominator here. So it's about taking a good look at yourself and saying, what do I need to do? What do I need to do differently? All right, let's go ahead and get into what we need to surrender or surrender to. See, this is a coping mechanism that isn't serving you anymore. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. So whatever you're telling yourself, whatever you believe is happening here, or over and over again, you've got to surrender whatever this is. It says, let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. So there's some sort of coping mechanism, a defense mechanism that you're using that's actually holding you back in life. So it is time, and it's through this partner, which will help you to see where you do need to change. And it might be very difficult for you because it's going to be very conflicting. You're going to feel very triggered by this individual. You're going to feel like, oh my God, you might even feel like a straight up victim. And it's not to say that you weren't done wrong, but at the same time, carrying around this belief that you're just a victim, you're not in your power. You're not owning your power. You're not owning maybe perhaps letting this person do certain things to you. And it was your own, let's just say, trauma or your own damage that let this person in. It's kind of like the belief of, people that are always doing things for other people. Well, you're doing things for other people, yeah, because maybe you're a very helpful person. You just love helping everyone. But you have a lot of people that normally don't give back to you and don't really match what you give. So it's kind of sitting back and going, it's not fair. I always give so much and I don't give anything back. Well, again, this belief that you have about yourself that you're always doing things for other people and no one's doing anything for you, you have the opportunity to change this. You have the opportunity, rather than going into this coping mechanism, which is, woe is me kind of energy. You can change that energy, change the situation, figure out why you're giving so much. There might be some kind of a hidden agenda that you're not even aware of as to why you're giving so much, why you're doing so much for other people. Are you overcompensating for something? People can sometimes feel that energy, and so they don't want to give back. They don't want to get tied up in it. And some people are just here as teachers to take and to really just kind of teach us a lesson about when you give so much and you don't value yourself, there are people out there that will really just help you to just kind of hang yourself. But it's like I'm not saying that they're consciously doing it, but there are certain personalities that are designed for you to learn something about giving too much, for sure. So let's go ahead and wrap this up with a message from Spirit. Yep, it's time to say goodbye to the past. Look at that. Renewal, judgment. Review and evaluate. Seriously, this is a huge, huge evaluation of your life. This karmic partner is a tower moment for you. Enough is enough. You're tired of the same thing over and over again. This person can't keep showing up in your life. The same type of person you can't keep attracting into your life. You're doing it because you need to resolve some issue about yourself. So the time is now. Let's complete it. Let's complete this cycle once and for all. So it says a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. Exactly. It's time to let the past go. The next card would be the World, which is the end of Major Arcana. It means that we are hitting the reset button and we are starting fresh and we're starting new. So you want a clean slate. You want to complete this conflict, resolve this conflict once and for all. This energy, this defense mechanism, coping mechanism, it's not serving you anymore. It's time to let it go. It's time to move into a different direction. It's time to surrender any outdated beliefs that you have about yourself and others and life, and really expand your mind, expand your horizons, expand your thinking, elevate your mind. So anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed that portion of the reading. Let's go ahead and move on to Tribe. All right, guys, so if you chose Tribe, your tribe is going to be your soul family, your family members, blood relatives, your friends, your coworkers, a community of people, things like that. So let's see what Spirit has to say about it. This right here is called the Reclaim Your Power Oracle Cards by Anthea Spark. We have the Emperor, responsibility. We also have Let It Go, the end. And we have Don't Stop Now, Fight for Dreams. Okay, so the very first thing that I get here when I saw the responsibility was take some freaking responsibility. Okay, but I'm also getting here that you might be in charge of some sort of an organization or workplace situation, like you're really stepping into that king energy, the emperor energy within yourself, really taking charge of a situation. But then we also have the end, let it go. That's why I really feel that it is more about take some responsibility for your actions when it comes to other people. Now, this is about other people also needing to take responsibility for their actions. But sometimes people can't do that. They can't do it. They just can't freaking do it. And there's not a damn thing that you're going to be able to do or say that's going to freaking change it. So stop trying. The only thing that you can do is take responsibility for your own actions and let that shit go, right? That's it. So that's what I feel is happening here. Maybe some of you are experiencing some challenges or difficulties when it comes to groups of people in your community. Maybe this is just a specific person in your life that you consider to be a soul, tribe member, friend, whatever, family member. But the thing is, all we can do at the end of the day is be in control of our own energy and own our own power and let things go that either aren't serving us or that we just don't have control over. And don't stop now. Don't let other people in your environment or in your situation stop you from fighting for your dreams. We have fight for your dreams. Don't stop now. Keep moving forward. So if you fall down or if you have an issue with somebody in a community or a tribe member, you're going to let that one situation or that one person or hell, maybe 3 in a row stop you on your freaking path? No, you're not. You're not going to do that. You're going to keep moving forward towards your dreams. You're going to keep fighting for your dreams. You're not going to allow other situations or people to disempower you. You're still going to own it. You're still going to move forward with your life purpose. So your tribe is here to challenge you. Your tribe is here to shake things up. Your tribe is here to show things to you about yourself that maybe you do need to change and in ways that you need to grow. But they definitely serve a purpose. Might be a pain in your side, like that sword and that stone. It might be a little pain in your side. But it's meant to help you to grow and take responsibility for your own actions. Maybe we're used to blaming society, blaming the world, blaming them. It's all them. We're meant to experience different types of personalities and conflicts and different kinds of egos and different things like that with groups of people to really help us to see something about what we don't want to be or what we do want to become. So at the end of the day, though, you've got to let go of anything that is either A, not serving you, or just let go of your need to control or your need to be right. And don't let all that stuff stop you from living your dreams. So there's some sort of a dream that you are moving towards. We have this ship here. It's a beautiful, beautiful dream. You're working towards a specific goal. And maybe it has to do with a group of people, or your tribe members are there to support you when it comes to your dream. But don't stop on a cord of other people's crap. So let's go ahead and get an energy that might be triggering you. Oh, hello, Peaches. Sorry. Exactly. Oh my God. Oh man. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing on this one. Self-awareness. Some people are just not aware of themselves. And I'm not perfect either, because there's certain things that I thought, whew, I am so aware of myself. You know, I totally know myself, just to find out, I don't know shit. So the thing is, these people on our tribe, our family members, our coworkers, our friends, are meant to push us towards self-awareness. But this is also about you helping them to become self-aware. But you can't make anybody see something that they're not ready to see. So we've got to what? Let it go. Sometimes we have to walk away. The end. Bye-bye. The end. In order for people to take responsibility and to become self-aware. So in a way, the people on your tribe have helped you to grow as a person. We don't have to curse these people. We don't have to hate them. We don't have to take this bitterness with us and just let that affect the rest of our lives, the rest of our experiences, you know, stop us from going into other connections with other people. If we did that, we'd have no one. So it's about becoming aware of ourselves, taking responsibility for our own actions, and realizing that not everybody is self-aware. So when people are not self-aware, they act in certain ways that might feel very hurtful. And we might tend to be very unforgiving for their behavior, or very upset by their behavior. And it doesn't mean we can't be, but if we come from the viewpoint that they're just not aware of themselves, they're not taking responsibility, they can't see it just yet, the best thing sometimes to do is to just say, like I said, the end, goodbye, let it go. Good luck to you, farewell. Okay? Maybe you'll come back later, maybe you won't. So now we have this energy here of a relatively objective, flexible, open, and accepting sense of oneself. An ongoing process of learning and exploring one's own internal aspects, thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Exactly. So people are either unable to do this. Sorry, I dropped the card. And I just realized that my computer is about ready to die. So give me a second here.
Oh, Sharky.
Here we go. Started to see the battery was going low here. Simply, people just are not always aware. They're just not. So let's go ahead and get some more information on that. Okay, I don't want 3, I just want 1. Oh yeah, oh yeah. When you treat me this way, it feels like you don't respect me. Is that true? Exactly. I mean, this could not be more dead on. When people act a certain way because they're not aware, we take that as a direct, like, I can't believe they said that. I can't believe they're treating me this way. You must not respect me. The thing is, and I'm not saying that we need to give them a pass or that it's okay, but they are just not as aware as they should be. They're not able to see themselves. So again, if you're dealing with people that aren't able to take responsibility for their actions and they just aren't able to see maybe their own faults in the situation, sometimes you just have to say goodbye. And it sucks too. It really sucks because you really don't want to, because you love that person. You enjoy that person. You enjoy the connection, the friendship, and all the things that you guys were going to do and all this other stuff. But sometimes you just have to say, you know what? I got to let this shit go for now. And maybe one day we'll come back together and maybe we won't. But all I know is that this kind of energy, it just can't continue. It's driving me nuts. It's making me feel like you don't respect me. It's hurting me. Sometimes maybe you need to go off by yourself and become more self-aware. So that way you can see this person in a different way. Maybe the issue is you, not them. Do you see what I'm saying? So sometimes we have to walk away from people and situations just to figure things out. Sometimes people just need space and time. Interesting. What do we need to surrender or surrender to? Surrender procrastination. We need to start taking these steps now. So again, the reason why we have the end and let it go, we might really be reluctant to let a very difficult situation go. We might be fighting with another person. We might just be kind of going round and round, hoping they'll change, hoping they'll see things our way. Maybe we're even trying to push our agenda or our thoughts or our belief systems on them. And all we're doing is frustrating ourselves at this point. We're not allowing this person to basically take the time that they need, or giving us the time that we need to walk away, to distance ourselves, so that way we can just take that break, take that much needed space. We have all these steps. Procrastination. It says now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. The time is now. The time is to start taking this action, to walk up those steps. Some of you may not want this to be the end. Some of you may be really, really dragging your heels and letting a particular partnership or just a situation that is either you've outgrown it, it's just become, it just is not serving you anymore. You might be really, really putting this off, but you're just procrastinating the inevitable. You're putting off the inevitable. Something needs to shift. Something needs to change. You need to allow someone the time they need in order to grow. Okay? Last message. Yep. Oof. We're only doing it to ourselves. The Nine of Swords is a card of our own feeling, our own energy. Sleepless nights over this. This is a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Expecting the worst. Self-fulfilling prophecies. There's 2 cards that say self here. 2 cards that say self. Again, what we're telling ourselves, we're actually creating this. We're creating this nightmare within our own selves, our own belief systems of how people are doing things to us and what they're doing to us or what they're saying, and we're personalizing it. Again, this is like an endless nightmare. We might be losing sleep over this situation. So the point is our own thoughts about the situation are actually creating more stress. This does not mean that this is not happening, but this is about distancing yourself from whatever this is. Distancing yourself from trying to fix a situation that just doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It's like stuck. That sword is stuck in that stone. It's going to take a lot of time and energy to pull it out. Are you up to it? Are you up to the task? Or should you just let it go? I'm getting here to let it go, and don't let this experience stop you from moving forward and growing, because it is time to move forward. That's what the surrender procrastination is here. Surrender your need to hold on to this difficult, challenging situation. This person is a part of your journey. They're not your entire journey. So it is time to step away, give some breathing room, give some breathing space. Nothing is over forever. Might just be in this lifetime, maybe not. But some of us just need to restore ourselves back to sanity. And it might be dealing with this individual. It's just caused you nothing but grief. And it might be the way that you're looking at the situation is also causing you grief. So again, the only way to just kind of rectify this is to give it some space, give it some time. Take responsibility, allow them to take responsibility. So anyways, you guys, I do hope that you enjoyed those messages and you got something, constructive, I should say, from it, because all of these did come through as rather challenging. So I will have to put a trigger warning up, or at least suggest that this reading is really coming from the energies of challenge, connections that are in challenge. That's what it is, because they all came through very challenging. I don't know why. So I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.